aqui.
Hello and welcome to the Wild Protea. My name is Clinton John and thanks for joining me once again on this fine Friday afternoon. Before I get into things, don't forget to like this video, hit that notification button so you can get all the latest from me. Also, don't forget to subscribe, guys, to thefairdigest.com, as well as the YouTube channel, The Fair Digest. So straight into things then, and obviously day one of the fourth test, South Africa looking for a comeback. Obviously, Rabada not playing. Two changes to the team. Wild Protea came in for Keshev Maraj and Björn Hendricks for Kagiso Rabada, and it didn't look good this morning. Obviously, there was a bit of rain about. And play didn't get underway till I think it was around lunchtime or after lunchtime. So that was a bit frustrating this morning, obviously, for the guys. But and then we did start, and things didn't start well. Obviously, Faf lost his 7th toss in a row, so we're keeping count now because the record is 10, so he's getting up there. But thought it was a difficult first session for the lads. They looked a bit flat. I don't know whether the preparation, this morning might have been a bit hampered because of the weather. That happens sometimes. You arrive at the ground, you amped to go, especially Björn being his debut, and then it kind of takes the moment away, if I can say that. Because it just looked like they were flat this morning, just kind of pitching it up there and thereabouts and not really bowling with any fire. That all changed after tea. Fantastic opening partnership by Dominic Sibley and Zach Crawley. Zach Crawley getting 66. But that all changed, like I said, after tea. We took 2 quick wickets and then all of a sudden we were in the game. We got another 2. Björn getting his first test wicket, so congrats to him. And then it was Henrik Nokia nicking Ben Stokes off. And then now a bit of a partnership again. So currently 192 for 4 after the day's play at stumps. Well, bad light stop play, so a bit unfortunate that we sort of lost about 40 overs today, and that's, that happens in the high fault sometimes. This summer's generally their rainy season, so not much to speak about on the first day. I thought by and large it was a day that was dominated by England, but taking those 4 wickets now has actually probably galvanized the team, and Faf actually wanted to stay out there afterwards. Once they called for the bat, he was like, God, is there nothing we can do? But unfortunately, there was nothing they could do. So I think England going into tomorrow will be the happier of the sides. Usually what happens is the pitch sort of flattens out day 2, day 3, and then you see some deterioration on day 4 and day 5. Now, I don't know how much deterioration there will be with this wicket because there is quite a bit of rain forecast for tomorrow and I think the next day. So we could have another 2 rain affected days in this test match, which makes it very difficult for the players. Makes it very difficult for us to get a result as well. What we will be hoping for is that maybe there's some overnight rain, keep something in that wicket. We can come tomorrow. If we can get Pope and Root early, Josh Buckley is horribly out of form, and England's tail generally don't offer much. So if we can get them out for, I'd say, 192, somewhere around the 250, 260 mark, I think that'd be good going because hopefully they bat a little bit long enough so that we can get the best out of the wickets on sort of half of day 2 and all of day 3. Hopefully get quite a big score. If we can get 100, 150 runs ahead of them would be great, and then hopefully try and bowl them out fairly quickly. I am a bit worried that we don't have Keshev. There's no signs, obviously, of any turn yet, but I just think that, you know, had we been maybe a bit more confident, we would have played Keshev. I think Kesh offers us a little bit of a holding role sometimes, and also I think if we had batted well, we could have maybe used him on day 4 and day 5 to try and get England out. But they've gone with the all-rounder, and they've gone with the obviously the seam of Buren. So they've got an all-seam attack, and we'll just have to wait to see how it pans out. Not too bad so far. I mean, they did come with a lot of intensity after that first session. So that is pretty much it for the cricket side of things. Now, guys, I must just say that it is difficult for me by myself to cover a lot of things. So I understand that the Cricket World Cup, the Under-19 World Cup, is on at the moment, and there's other things going on in South African sport, but it's very difficult to cover that by myself. So like I say, always say, get in the comments and pretty much help me out. Help me see what you guys want me to cover, which would be great. And then just moving on to some Springbok news. Jacques Nanibe or Ninabe, or however I should probably learn his name, because he's the new Springbok coach, so congrats to him. I did listen to a little bit of the interview. He said from a continuity standpoint, obviously it's really important that he continues what Rassie started. Obviously he was the defensive coach for Rassie, so it makes a lot of sense to have Jacques in. Obviously he's the mastermind behind our sort of rush defense that we so known for. I think it's a good move. I think it's a safe move. After Rassie, obviously Rassie said he is still going to be quite heavily involved, so that's nice. That will be nice to see. Obviously Rassie has a vision for South African rugby as the director of rugby, and I think we'll see that come into fruition more and more now in the coming years. Hopefully, Jacques can get the same level of performance out of the boys, although generally when it comes to World Cup winning sides, you do get a bit of dip in form after winning the World Cup, with the exception of obviously New Zealand, who have dominated the sport for nigh on 30 years. But they were really dominant and without a World Cup, and then they won it, twice in a row. So yeah, so congrats to Jacques, and hopefully he can do just as well. And I don't think he can do better than Rassie. He'd have to win a World Cup, but yeah, hopefully we can get the continuation going through the next 4 years, so that when the next World Cup rolls around, we are fit and ready, and we know exactly where we're going and what we're doing. Unlike years gone by where we, already a lot of players have left overseas and stuff like that, and it just worries me that they get to this pinnacle of their career and then they're kind of like, well, I've done what I need to do, and then they move on. There's a couple of years in between where you can use a guy like a few older heads like Dwayne van Buren and that around the squad to guide the younger players. Obviously, Sia will be there and stuff, but yeah, it's good to get the continuity, and hopefully Rassie still has a big influence on the team. Having said that, I think Jacques will want to have his own imprint on the team, but I think it'll be largely to do with Rassie's game plan as well. So that is pretty much all I have for you today, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are on obviously day 1 of the 4th test. Do you think we're going to get the win and level the series? Do you think England's going to win? Will it be a draw? Also, let me know what you guys think of Faf du Plessis. The man has been through the ringer with regards to Test cricket or cricket in general in the last 2 years. So, he has obviously not been picked for the ODI squad, and Quinton de Kock has taken over captaincy. So, And that is a permanent appointment, Graham Smith said. So, yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Also of Jacques, the new Springbok coach. If it's the right move, if it's the wrong move. Yeah. So keep commenting below, guys, and I will reply to as many comments as I can. So thanks for joining me, guys. Before I go, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, obviously, get those comments in, hit that notification button so you can get all the latest from the Fair Digest, the Wild Protea, and everything else we have to offer. Have a wonderful Friday evening, have a wonderful weekend, guys. Be safe out there, and yeah, I'll see you again on Monday for Clinton's Corner. Cheers, guys. Have an absolutely awesome evening.